Murtz Jaffer here with another Big Brother Canada eviction interview. I am here with Tina, and let's get right into it. Tina, Kiefer won a few competitions, and you didn't win any. Why are you sitting here instead of him?
I believe that Beth felt that Kiefer was better for her end game in terms of he made a final three deal with her. And I guess because he won more competition, she felt that he could take her further along the game and potentially win more competitions to get them there.
Do you think the decision to keep Kiefer after nominating him will come back to haunt Jed, Ty, and Beth?
Yes, I definitely do. I think Kiefer is going to see, because he was put up in the way he was put up as a replacement nominee, I think that he's going to see that they're not fully loyal to him and that he's going to make the switch now to Tara and Braden. And if one of those get the HOH, I think they're going to take a jab at the trio.
Do you feel like you campaigned hard enough, or did you feel secure after Kiefer was named the replacement nominee?
Initially, I did feel secure because it was told to me that whoever sat beside me was the person who was going to go home. However, it's Big Brother, so things change. And at the end of the day, I just felt that, my loyalty to people maybe would have helped me. But he had the comp wins, and that's what they were going for at the time.
You were on the block against the person you started this game with as a fellow captain. What was your relationship like with Kiefer in the house?
Kiefer is an amazing guy. I love him to death. We walked into this house together. That created an initial bond for us, being in that OLG room, watching the other house guests come into the house. So yeah, so it definitely formed a bond right off the hop with us that carried throughout the game.
Do you believe that Kiefer was more loyal to you and Tara or to Jed and Ty?
I do believe that Kiefer was more loyal to Jed and Ty throughout most of the game. I think on the latter half, perhaps he started to kind of think that maybe his loyalty would need to shift at some point.
You started the game with the Sunsetter Alliance, but drifted toward building a close connection with Tara. Why was it more important to you for a strong alliance with one person versus a bigger group?
Throughout the game, I had many alliances. I was tied in with the Sunsetters, the Oddballs at one point, the Pink Ladies that never happened, the pre-90s. My initial strategy was to just basically align with as many groups as possible, but pick potential people within those groups that I had close relationships with.
What was it about Tara that made her such a good ally for you?
Tara and I, we have this bond that you don't have with people at different life stages. We were kind of closer in age, so we had a lot more in common in terms of our life stage. And I think that's just what kind of solidified our bond.
Can you outline your strategy going into the game? And do you feel like you were successful in what you wanted to do?
My strategy going into the game was essentially to be a bigger personality. However, when I got into the game, there were so many big personalities there that I felt that taking a step back from the limelight, so to speak, would actually get me further in the game. I really felt that my age would actually be a negative aspect in terms of bringing me further into the game. So I relied on just kind of being social and having personal relationships with people.
Do you believe the house guest made a mistake?
Yes, I believe that Kiefer, he survived the potential backdoor. I mean, that's a huge notch in his belt that should he get to the end game, he'll take it.
What was the best part about being on Big Brother Canada?
It was the whole experience itself. It's such a social, mental, physical, emotional game all around. The best part of it, I guess, is just the initial, it's the bonds that you create with these people in such a short period of time.
Amazing. Tina, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.